Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here at Ballarat Turf Club with Peter Morganti. If it's 4 degrees, I'd be amazed.
Just pull the zip up a little further, Darren. It's a set of cold fronts coming in this weekend. It's arrived 2 days early.
Well, I hope this is it, because if there's a cold front behind this, we will die. It is freezing, and to be honest, I'd like my jacket back.
I reckon I paid for this one.
Anyway.
Let's hope there's some rain on the end of it.
I think the concrete under our feet's frozen. I can feel the ice coming up through my socks.
Thank God running out here for a couple of races.
Righto, let's go, Pete. Let's run through the runners. Where do we go back to?
We'll wind our clock back to last Saturday where She's Our Star finished third at Doomben.
Yeah, look, third at Doomben's all right, but I was disappointed, obviously, that she was driven out of the gates and over-raced and then was weak late. I don't think she's a genuine 1200 metre horse, Pete. I think she's probably better over 11, but hopefully we'll sort that out in coming weeks.
Yep. Same day, you went to Flemington where Falago ran 5th. Probably didn't have all the breaks go his way. Maybe could have finished 3rd if he got to the outside.
He was never able to get to the outside, and he's a horse that if he doesn't get to the outside, he doesn't lengthen stride, and if he doesn't lengthen stride, he can't win. So it was a tougher race. He was up in weight, but yeah, just the way it worked out, it was no fault of the kids. He tried everything to get to the outside. There was just nowhere to go. So he darted back in, and he ran a respectable 5th, and I'm sure there's another race there for him over the winter.
The Banjo Patterson 2600 about a fortnight. So
that'll be hard.
Yeah, it will be hard, but I mean, I suppose that's his track and distance. So we roll the dice there. Then we had the following day, we had Short Espresso run a very ordinary 9th at Warrnambool.
Disgraceful run.
Had conditions to suit and probably, didn't try.
Well, look, we did think about retiring him then and there, but there is a race this Saturday at Casterton, so we'll just send him around, and that'll probably be his swan song unless he jumps out of the ground.
Yeah, we'll cover that race later. I went to Matoa, and we had 3 runners up there. We started with the first in a maiden, Ready Cash, ran 9th on face value. It looks ordinary, but she actually worked the line nicely.
She's only beaten 5. It was a bit of a leader's track all day, and you had to be on hard up against the fence pretty much.
Yep.
And she's out back and wide. And she made ground. She didn't really get around the corner. But first start, 1200 on a track that didn't suit with no early speed. She's very much in the mould of that shiny race we had a few years ago, the half sister, and I think third up over a mile on a nice track, she'll be ready to win.
Sounds ideal. That was race 1, Darren. I waited around till race 10. We had 2 in the 1200 metre sprint. Equiato ran 2nd. We'll cover him first.
Equiato, very good run. Should have won. No fault of the riders. Instructions were to get cover and then attack the line. But when Linda Meach crossed him, just took his run, chopped him off, and she won the race hard up against the fence, and he was closing late. I was really happy with the way he got to the line. He could see him straining and stretching and really trying, and he just couldn't pick it up, and he only failed a neck. I thought it was an outstanding run. He's a top of the ground horse, and we're probably running out of top of the ground tracks now, but at least he's showed the owners that he's got the form, he wants to do it, and he's on top of the ground. So if we are to get a heap of rain now, we'll probably stop and restart in summer. But outstanding.
And same race, Raining Meteor finished 8th. He's at the crossroads, but probably wasn't given the ideal ride.
You're not going to bag a jock, are you? Are you?
Just thought he might have thought it was an 800 metre race.
I'll let you know a little secret off camera. He bagged him big time. He won't do it on camera. I don't know why he took off 10 wide on the corner either, and he could have waited it straight.
Corner.
Hear that rain? That's the gutter leaking, just in case you're wondering. Look, the horse was very disappointing. He's been bedded today. He's pulled up sound. So that horse is going to go up to New South Wales now, to Matthew Smith, and we're going to give him a couple of runs up there the other way on really wet tracks and see if Matthew Smith can get him back into form. If he can't after a couple of runs, we'll be moving him on.
Matty Williams, sort of half recommendation. He said he actually probably works better going that way at home. So
should have sent him up there 3 years ago.
If we can find some wet tracks and he can get back to his best form, let's hope we can find something.
There's a chance we could drown here.
Or freeze. I suppose the good news story for the week was banner horse for ATB, Yogi.
Yeah, well, that was a sensational win yesterday at Sandown. I think I said on air that he's a heart attack machine, but Look, I was really happy with him yesterday. I thought up in grade, up in distance. He was in his comfort zone, Pete, and he really powered to the line when he gave him one on the left side and ran home in 22.8 on a good 4. Won by a couple of lengths, must have made up 10 lengths in the straight. And, you know, he's a promising horse. You'll go back there in a couple of weeks for a 78 and just pick through the grades. He's got a lot to learn, but he's a promising stayer. And
interesting.
Just back the second horse next start, because it's pretty good too.
Went good. It's interesting, and he's the type of horse where the tempo gets greater in the better class. The horse is probably going to adjust to it better.
Loves it.
We had Seismos run at some ridiculous hour this morning at 5 to 5 in France, and he ran third in a claimer.
Didn't get claimed.
Ridden by a gentleman. That was the trainer's description, which I gather is similar to our picnic riders.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I just thought they were all male jockeys, to be honest. I didn't know what it was. He ran third, beat 3. Yeah, we're just going to see. If there's no other race for him, we're either just sell him off or retire him. We'll just see what happens. But anyway, he's won and run 30 his last 2 starts, so that's an improvement.
Exactly. And we're here at, like you said, Ballarat. We had 2 runners today. Our first was Stringer Bell, and he ran a much improved third after sitting up outside the pace.
I'll tell you what, after watching that horse at Mornington where he looked average, he raced average, today he's pinged the gates, he's full of beans, charged, probably overdone it a little bit, faced the breeze, and then probably just got into the slower lane. And was never going to beat the winner at Kent's, but I just felt if he had got out on the crown of the track, he might have got beat half a length, not a length or 2. But I thought it was a much better effort today. He certainly looked a lot better in the coat, hard and fit. He's ready to go to the 1400, and he's probably ready to win.
Bradford Wheeler was wondering whether he was on the same horse when he come back for his post race. He said he was a totally different horse.
Yeah, he was ready today, and he raced a lot better.
Silver Stratum, about half an hour ago, finished second. Again, a placing, honest without winning.
Such a good horse, honest, good fun horse. Look, simply, he needs it wetter and further. And the rain's probably come an hour and a half too late for him.
It did.
But the winner, once again, pretty smart, cleared out. Probably, I don't know, probably gave it 4 kilos.
3 kilos and, you know, had a 2-leg start on it.
And once again, it was in the fast lane. We were in the second fastest lane. But I thought Dean rode that horse perfectly. I don't think he could have rode any better.
No. There you go. We had a winner in 2 or 3 frustrating placings, but
a lot of seconds, Pete.
Yeah, there's a few.
Had a string of firsts, and then we had a string of seconds. But anyway,
hopefully those placings are.
Let's see what damage we can do over the coming days.
Righto, we go to Saturday. I don't know where they are tomorrow. Geelong, no runners. Good. Saturday, we have a bit of a mixture. We've got a Basso in Perth, who is coming off a good first up run.
If he runs to his first up run, he's ready to win.
Drawn 10 the only thing, but 1400 will suit.
His second up form's better than his first up form, but I think he's ready to win.
Clairbo at Caulfield, second up off a long break, will need the run. Boris Thornton, 1600.
Got nothing to add.
Tintaglia going to Adelaide. She hit a bit of form last start at Swan Hill. It's a 20.
I hope it's raining in Adelaide.
Well, it's coming from that way, Darren. So 2600 metre, wet track, a weakish type field.
Have we got a jockey that we know?
Joe Bowditch.
Joe Bowditch.
One of the better Adelaide boys. You're not a rat for the Adelaide mixture.
I hope they're not watching. I want to win.
No,
she's ready to win.
Yeah, and
she's ready to win.
Yep, done a good job with her. Alexander Stable, who, by the way, he can't be far away from landing back in Australia, Archie.
How long does he want to have it for his honeymoon?
Oh, just get it over and done with and come home.
You've been married 5 times. How many honeymoons do you go on?
Once I've been married. We will move on to Casterton. She's a Bobby went over at Casterton. I'll give Dash and Maple a little late if it's wet.
Yeah, love it. Hope it is wet. She's a wet tracker.
Well, she's over there.
That's why she's in.
We've got Holly McKechnie on.
Who?
Holly McKechnie. We've had to go with...
I've heard of her.
A couple of girls that do a bit.
You know it, don't you?
I know Holly.
Yeah.
They do a bit of riding for Weary over there when the gallops are over there. So we had a choice between Holly and Justin Huxtable.
Who?
Justin Huxtable.
Sounds like a lolly.
I thought it was one of the American sitcom films. Was it the Huxtables?
Well, She loves it wet. It's not going to be strong, and she would have improved off that first upwind.
Yeah.
So she's an each way chance.
She's up in class, but she's an each way chance. And short espresso we touched on before. Dean Yendel's wife goes on, Christine Poole from Gate 1. She wins on this. She's earned more rides for us, I reckon.
Well,
is that a fair assessment?
Well, it'll be a miracle. Now, haven't we got Galileo's Field Sale on Sunday too?
I haven't got to that. That's Sunday. It's still a Sunday.
Oh, is that
Cassin Sunday?
Is it?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
You just let me do the run through. You just add to it.
Why are they doing Cassin on Sunday?
I don't know. It's strange.
There's no jockeys.
There's 3 jumps, Plenty. 3 jumps. That's why there's no jockeys.
So you'll be there.
The card. You said Sale or Cassidy.
Sale Sunday, you said.
So if I don't go to Cassidy Saturday and Mick Kent scratches, Galileo's Pearl, we'll move on. We've just been silly now.
Sunday?
Yep.
Sale.
Mile class 1.
I'll be watching on TV.
He
said he's improved a lot.
Well, he has to live fitness-wise.
He said he's improved and come on, so yeah, we'll just wait and see, but just good to have him going around.
And then the good horse runs that night. I don't know what time, I haven't got to
Tiberian
in France, a Group 1 2400 metre race.
7 owners have gone over.
Oh, gone over.
7 owners left Australia.
Surely
gone to France.
Could have fit in a suitcase somewhere along the line.
Would have wanted to be a big suitcase.
Well, one of those horse boat carriages for us.
Got out of that nicely.
Yeah, you did.
He's in the Group 1.
Yeah.
There's 14 runners. He's probably on the 3rd or 4th line of betting. And looking just from what I can tell, I'd say he's a top 4 show.
Yeah, so
it's a very good race.
That Godolphin horse, Talismanic is in again.
Yep.
I think we got him.
Yeah. I think Silverware's the favourite, but I reckon his form's no better than ours.
Yep.
So we're a show.
That'd be good viewing Sunday night. I'll get the times out to the owners once I know a little bit more in the next 24 hours.
Obviously, he's our Melbourne Cup hope, so all eyes will be on him Sunday night.
Your eyes, what's the path mark there with luck? Top 3 still?
Oh no, I think it's a nice field. I think if he runs in the first half, look, if he wins, great, but we'll get an extra 3 kilos in the cup. We'll take us to 57. If he runs 2nd or 3rd, we'll get a good whack of money without any weight. So it depends what you want to do, you know. But we're going there to win if we can. But he's done everything right for us, and he probably only have one more run after this before the Melbourne Cup, which.
So it's a real race gauging.
And this is just this is just part of the program.
Yep. Monday day off. Tuesday I'll go to Sonata Trials. We've also got Pressing Matters. Acceptances aren't out, but he's nominated for a 2100 metre maiden. I know there's only about 13 nominations, so it might end up being a nice little race for him.
Well, he should have won last start, so he gets his chance there. If you're going to Sonata Trials and I'm moving horses, I reckon Liz will be going to Geelong.
We can go down, rack up hopefully our 47th winner by then.
You're optimistic?
You're right. He should be a maiden winner now, so he's still going to go around in a maiden.
Yep.
High Largo will race at Sandown on Wednesday, and again, obviously we've got no details. But
looking forward to that.
Benchmark 64-2100.
Perfect race for us.
Stable found this one.
As soon as she wins the city race, she should be retired to stud.
Yep.
So hopefully it can be Wednesday.
Yeah, we just work out whether we keep a senior on or claim.
What weight she got?
She'll have, I think, 57 and a half.
She takes a lot of riding. I'll be leaving Dean Yendel on.
Dean's won on it twice.
Yep.
She's only won 2 races.
Make sure you're booking.
Tells a story.
That's your job. Just so you know, if you're not happy with jockeys, it's all Peter's fault because he books them. Is that it?
Who put Craig Williams on?
You.
Well, that's worked twice.
You dumped Yendel?
Yeah, Yendel's shitty with me. He rang me again this morning.
He went on holiday, so.
Yeah, I told him that. I said, you just got to watch when you book.
You just can't be, Craig Williams was going away to Hawaii and he said, I need to know the plan of the horse so I can work around it. I don't want to let Yendel get back on.
When he knew Dean was going on holidays 3 weeks ago, he nearly tripped me up and strangled me saying, I can ride Yogi if you like. Yeah. They're good. Anyway,
they're both good riders.
It's been
no problem.
It's been terrific for the owners in Yogi.
Yep.
And why it rolls with the jockeys. I've got not much more to add, Darren. We've got our little July 9th weekend coming up, or Sunday coming up at Christina's.
I hope the weather's not like this.
Oh, isn't it shocking? I've been here 6 weeks. This is the first time it's rained in Ballarat.
I know, it's been in a drought.
2 hours after we needed it.
Well, what else is happening, anything?
No, not much more.
No, I haven't got a lot.
Obviously, there's a few people jumping up and down about the hard line taken by Weir and the accounts payments, but it's pretty simple. Pay your bill inside 60 days.
Well, it's good to see Racing Australia have come out now and endorsed the policy we've implemented, so, that's fine. Don't have an issue with that. Everything's got to be paid. If you want to race horses, we all have to pay.
Yep. And if you can't pay within 60 days, well,
It seems to me that all the people that are over 60 days are still paying their Telstra bills because their mobiles are ringing.
Emails are still going through.
So anyway, it's just a change in attitude.
We haven't really got too many dramas with our
We've got
clients.
very few issues. We've got very good clients.
So anyone that's a little bit worried out there, I don't think you'll have too many worries.
Well, you know what? I'm going.
Yeah, same.
Because I'm getting in Stokesy's car and I hope he's got the heater on.
They haven't got background music. They've just got, sounds like someone's out there in the back having a leak.
Sounds like we're in the jockey's room and someone's in the shower.
Anyway.
Well, until next week, we're going to warm up because my feet are frozen. I'm Darren Dante with Peter Morganti. Until next week.